Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bachelor official YouTube channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribers button and give this video a thumbs up. Beauty meets Brady at the bar, uncovering she's taken Philip on as a client. An incensed Brady expects it's the reason Sean didn't get back to him the previous evening. Beauty clarifies for her sibling that Sean is on a 24-hour psych hold. Brady's fury goes to worry as he asks how he can help her. He is urged not to file charges against Philip by Belle. He rebukes her for the remorseful episode. She simply believes him should comprehend that Philip was deranged. However, he's better at this point. She figures Victor would have believed that them all should assist Philip with getting his life back together. At home, Xander interferes with Chloe, who contemplates Philip's return. She advises him to go to work, and she'll meet him there. He assumes that she is hiding Brady in her spare room when he hears a noise there. Philip comes out, which shocks Xander. After he hears Philip's story, Xander irritantly asks how long Chloe planned to keep him out of the loop. In their room, Stefan and Gabi recap what they found out about Dimitri. Stefan asks why Dimitri wouldn't simply wed his side piece for the legacy rather than Gwen. In order to find out what they want to know, Gabi goes to Dimitri's room. In Leo's Salem motel room, he affirms to Dimitri that he plans to spruce up like Gwen to meet the von Luschner attorney. He only wants the check he promised him, and what he did to him in the shower in Reykjavik in return. Dimitri believes it's excessively dangerous. If Leo wasn't sure he could pull this off, he wouldn't risk what they had. Dimitri relaxes and says 4 words he never suspected he'd share with him. You better get dressed. At the Dimmerer Chateau, a dubious Gwen considers everything Kristen implies about Dimitri saying to her beginning and end. Kristen attempts to play it off, yet Gwen muses Kristen's keeping down the name of the investor she evidently worked out an agreement with. Kristen lies that it's Chad. Gwen can't comprehend the reason why Chad would need to accomplice up with her and Dimitri. However, stream slack sets in, so she leaves for a snack and a rest. Via telephone, a warned Kristen enlightens Dimitri concerning her lie to Gwen. Focused, Dimitri says he has something underway which could take care of his concern. He will update her as often as possible. She growls that it better take care of his concern, since she's depending on that payday. You and me both, he expresses, hanging up. In his Salem motel room, the von Luschner attorney, Elliot Roth, tells somebody on the telephone he'll be home soon and that he adores them. After hearing a thump, he makes his way for Dimitri. Leo goes along with them, wearing an English intonation and wearing a long, light, earthy-colored hairpiece, wonderful cosmetics, and a blousy designed dress. Gabi conducts a room search for Dimitri while Stefan watches from the outside. Gwen comes closer and asks Stefan why he is standing outside her door. Stefan professes to respect a close-by painting. He then, at that point, says, clearly enough so that Gabi could hear, that Harold is in her room unloading. While they stand by, he requests that Gwen fill him in regarding her special first night. She snarks that he ought to ask Leo, since he's such an old buddy that he turned up in Iceland. When she tells Stefan to stay away from her door, he does so. As Brady considers Beauty's solicitation at the bar, Kristen approaches their table. At the point when she specifies she's there to get nourishment for Rachel, Brady cautions her not to get too used to full authority. Kristen advises him that the adjudicator closed, he is the danger to Rachel, and she's right. Take a gander at how he treated Philip. After Kristen walks away, Beauty accepts Brady will squeeze charges against Philip. He revises her. You worked me out of it. Brady will be cleared of any suspicions as soon as his uncle's face is revealed, so he won't file charges. Philip going to prison doesn't assist him with getting his little girl back, and that is all he needs. In their loft, Chloe makes sense of that she didn't tell Xander in light of the fact that she would have rather not set him up to cover for Philip. She beseeches him to pardon her. Xander rapidly does, driving Philip to tell his cousin he's a fortunate person. Philip put his freedom at risk to attend Victor's funeral, according to Xander. Philip was tired of stowing away, and he believed he must be there in order to say one last farewell. Belle sends Chloe a message. Gwen goes into her space to find Gabi laying flower petals on the bed. Gwen blames her for sneaking around in front of the Dimara executive gathering. Gabi and Stefan priggishly leave. At the Salem Motel, Leo, as Gwen, attempts to sell her and Dimitri's adoration to Elliot. As he recalls how they didn't like each other when they first met, he becomes more sincere. Be that as it may, he understood his protection from Dimitri was a safeguard instrument. He grasps Dimitri's hand as he says he was succumbing to him. However, he had not a great explanation to accept anything would happen to it. Due to their significant association, not entirely set in stone to push the hindrances out of their way. Even his closest friend is unaware of what they have. Losing a companion like that used to appear to be unbelievable. However, for what reason would it be a good idea for him to need to abandon this magnificent man when he is totally ideal for him? Elliot describes Leo's speech as profound. The issue is, he's not Gwen Risjack any longer than he is. Leo was offended, but Elliot has researched Gwen and attended a few drag shows with his husband. Leo's great, yet all at once not sufficient. Nevertheless, his speech was genuine. It's undeniable they are enamored. In affection. Leo continues, his voice catching. Dimitri gently smiles at him, then overlooks Gwen's call. Gwen leaves a voicemail advising Gabi and Stefan that they are attempting to gain access to him. After Beauty converses with Chloe, Brady lets Beauty know that as long as he gets his girl back, Philip has no great explanation to fear him. Beauty realizes Philip will be so thankful. He is not doing it for Brady. He's doing it for Victor and Beauty and Chloe. Philip is relieved and thanks Chloe for everything at the apartment. She thoughtfully lets him know how blissful she is by himself and urges him to deal with himself. Philip tells Xander to be kind to Chloe and leaves, feeling the same way. Chloe and Xander gaze meditatively after him, then, at that point, reluctantly at one another. In their room, Gabi shows Stefan a receipt she tracked down in Dimitri's portable luggage. It demonstrates Dimitri paid for 2 rooms on independent floors. This can only imply one thing: he went on his honeymoon with his girlfriend. Dimitri didn't bring a lady, Stefan says, smiling. Dimitri brought Leo unmistakable. At the Salem Hotel, Elliot is thoughtful to Dimitri and Leo's situation. He is limited in what he can do because they are governed by a legal document that is out of date and homophobic. However, not everyone will agree with Elliot's assessment that Dimitri has complied with the terms of the codicil. He gives Dimitri his most memorable portion. He will need to maintain appearances with Gwen in order to receive the subsequent payments, as she cannot be informed of the situation. Neither can the remainder of the world. He trusts from now on, they will not need to conceal their actual sentiments. Leo will conceal those when they leave that room, yet meanwhile, he maneuvers Dimitri into a burning hot kiss. Days of Our Lives next episode. Dick Van Dyke shows up, and Rafe's choice influences him by and expertly. Days of Our Lives currently solely airs on Peacock. Subscribe to Peacock to ensure you never miss an episode. Please be aware that clicking on a link in this story may result in a small commission for us if you make a purchase. Thanks for watching if you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't miss any updates.